Hey kids, welcome back. I'm just happy to have you guys here, I really am. We've got some new Marko Hietala, and the song is called Two Soldiers. And this features another member from Northern Kings, JP, and I'm probably going to mess this up, Leppäluoto. Okay, JP Leppäluoto. This is from 2025. And there is no live video for this, so this is a lyric video. This is a Patreon request from my dear sister, Gay. Gay, thank you so much. Gay's a huge Marko supporter, as I am. Thanks to Gay. I love everything this dude does. I think he's an awesome guy. Love to meet him someday. I'd love to do an interview with him, hang out and have a beer maybe. You know, he just seems like a cool guy. You know, love his voice, love his bass playing. He's a great musician. Now, it's a lyric video. It's made by a fan, but we do words and music here. So after the video, I pulled up the lyrics anyway. We're going to read them a little bit, more into it. Lyric videos are cool because I feel like I get a good taste of it and start formulating ideas before I actually start reading the lyrics and really focusing on the lyrics. Because right now, I'm listening to the music, the arrangement, and all that jazz. You know what I mean? And if you would like to support my little show right here, well, we have links down below for you guys. A big shout out to my muses out there. Couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you so much for your support. My muses on Patreon, of course. You guys are the best. And listen, folks, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. So, a big shout out to my subscribers too. Love you guys. I do. I love you guys in the comments as well. All right, kids, buckle up. Pedal to the metal. Let's do it. Now, just wanted to let you guys know that I was told there was just one little typo in there, which shouldn't be a big deal. But when you see the word wow, I guess the actual word is vow. That's a big difference between wow and vow, Love this production.
Heads held high, words are said, a vow is made before we go. If fate be cruel and I'm late to rest, you'll do your best, that much I know. Empty battlefields lie still, grimly staring, we're set to do what no one can alone.
I like the way their voices are blending. I mean, Marko's just got a remarkable voice. See, no pun intended. That just came out naturally. But it's true. Absolutely remarkable. And I can hear JP underneath that on a little bit lower range. So, listen, these guys have been friends for a long time. They've been singing together in other projects and groups like Northern Kings, like Raska. Is that right? I say that right? Raskata? You know what I mean. Heavy Christmas. You know what I mean. So, yeah, they work together well. Their voices blend. I think Marko has an ability to blend his voice well with whoever he is working with, which he has worked with a lot of different artists, a lot of different singers, male and female, and he does a really amazing job of that.
Do what no one can alone. In these houses made of stone, memories of the lives unknown. Kings and queens upon their thrones, centuries have shown them war will never change, and this is who we are. hearts of men when nations call, and those who came before gave their trust, were left to rust on foreign shores. Brother, look me in the eye. We will survive and stand to do what no one can alone. In these houses made of stone, memories of the lives unknown, kings and queens upon their thrones, centuries have shown them war will never change, and this is who we are. This is who we are.
It was just a blue-eyed northern boy. His voice was low with pain.
Interesting.
I'll do your bidding, comrade mine, if I ride back again. But if you ride back and I am dead, you'll do as much for me. My mother, you know, must hear the news, so write to her, tenderly.
Very, very well done to put that spoken word interlude in there. It brings it even more, brings more of that emotion right into it. Well done, very well done. So I'm going to go back to some of that there. Very well written too. Ooh. Especially when he hits up with, tell my mother and, write to her tenderly.
The news, so write to her, tenderly.
Staring, we won't forget the ones we left behind. In these houses made of stone, memories of the lives unknown, as above shall be below. Centuries have shown that this is who we are. These houses made of stone, memories of the lives unknown, kings and queens upon their thrones, centuries have shown them all we have are dreams, and a dream can take you far. A dream can take you far.
Awesome. Their voices together and individually stunning. That was awesome. That was so great. I can almost picture these guys sitting around a campfire with acoustic guitars just singing this song, and maybe everybody chiming in on the chorus parts there. Let me bring this down so I can jump into here. And this is from our dear friends at genius.com. So let's read these lyrics here. With heads held high, words are said. Oh, what? They made a mistake in Genius.com, it says, a wow is made before we go. Okay, let's back that up. A vow is made before we go, yeah. If fate be cruel and I'm laid to rest, you'll do your best, that much I know. So it sounds like this is two friends who have enlisted or they were drafted. They're on their way to war. There's very much a timelessness about this. This could be any war, any time frame. Soldiers are soldiers, No matter where they are around the world, soldiers are soldiers. War is war. So that's why I'm saying in this part here is that if fate is cruel and I am wiped out, then, I know you'll do your best to survive, to make it through. Pre-chorus. Empty battlefields lie still, grimly staring. We're set to do what no one can alone. So, empty battlefields. So I'm assuming at this point, he's referring to looking out upon this battlefield. It's empty because they have not started yet. Grimly staring. Set to do what no one can do alone. That's why they're there together. Brothers in arms. Chorus. In these houses made of stone, memories of the lives unknown, kings and queens upon their thrones, centuries have shown them. War will never change, and this is who we are. So I like that the idea of this is that it's a timeless thing. He's talking about kings and queens. Centuries have shown that nothing is going to change. War does change a lot. World War I, the Great War, changed the world. There was so much that existed prior to World War I that just almost disappeared overnight afterward. Same thing can be said about World War II for sure. So there's a lot that doesn't change in a lot of ways. War will continue to happen, I think, is the idea. But in these houses made of stone, I'm thinking he's talking about his heart, the hearts of these soldiers, his comrades, his fellow soldiers. This is the stone right here. That's what I'm thinking. Memories of the lives unknown. And just showing that kings and queens upon their thrones, centuries have shown them war will never change. And this is who we are. This is who we are as a species. We are a warlike species. And there aren't too many other species on this planet that are warlike as we are. Verse 2, there's so much more. None can tell the hearts of men when nations call. None can tell the hearts of men when nations call. And those who came before gave their trust. We're left to rust on foreign shores. That's referring, at least that last line there is definitely referring to those who were killed on foreign shores, that their remains have been interned there, forever. There are many who do return back home, but there's many who do not. So I understand that part of it. Pre-chorus, brother, look me in the eye. We will survive and stand to do what no one can alone. And you have to have that optimistic outlook when you're out there. We'll survive this. We're going to get through this. Especially, even if you don't believe it entirely yourself, you definitely want to convey that to your buddy. We're going to get through this, pal. Don't you worry. You and I, we're going to get through this. In these houses made of stone, memories of the lives unknown, kings and queens upon their thrones, centuries have shown them war will never change, and this is who we are. This is who we are. All right, so now comes the bridge, and this is the spoken word part here. It was just a blue-eyed northern boy. His voice was low with pain. I'll do your bidding, comrade mine, if I write back again, but if you write back and I am dead, you'll do as much for me. My mother, must hear the news, so write her tenderly. So if you survive, please tell my mom and be easy about it. Tell her, tell her with your heart. It's beautiful. That's beautiful. Then there's the instrumental break. Go back to the pre-chorus. Sailed upon. I like how the pre-chorus is the same, yet he uses different words, at least to start the line out with. Sailed upon the evening tide, grimly staring. We won't forget the ones we left behind. In these houses made of stone, memories of the lives unknown. As above, shall be below. Centuries have shown them this is who we are. In these houses made of stone, memories of the lives unknown, kings and queens upon their thrones, centuries have shown them all we have are dreams. All we have are dreams. And a dream can take you far. A dream can take you far. That is true. And that's sometimes all we have is dreams. And listen, on a side note on that, folks, follow your dreams, because we live in a world, in a society that likes to crush dreams. Why do you want to play the guitar, son? How are you going to make any money? You got to get a job. You got to pay your taxes. You got to, pay your bills. Don't you want nice things? Don't you want a family? And little by little, it just crushes those dreams. And I'm not saying just guitar. Maybe you want to be a dancer, a writer, a painter, whatever your dreams are. Don't let anyone crush your dreams. But what they're saying there has to do with the way wars will crush a person's dreams. Because, sometimes even when you survive, a lot of survivors come back with mental damage, PTSD, to watch their friends getting destroyed, obliterated. It's a horror. So, even if you survive, you may not survive fully intact. You definitely won't come home the same person you left. Brilliant song, Marko and JP, and the band, the rest of the guys in the band. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, my sister Gay. I appreciate you. I love all that you do for the channel, and more and more, Marko. Believe me, I love it. Till the next time, my dear friends. Their Uncle Bill loves you. See ya.